Hi everyone and welcome to Club 1 episode 21 of Rolling in the Isles, an FM20 British Isles Journeyman series with me, the United City FM. So since the last time you and I were together, which was for the Shamrock Rovers match a few games ago, which we lost 2-0, we've had a couple of interesting results since then. We played Sligo Rovers the next game and they're the team directly above us in the league, so I was really hoping to get some points on them and try and claw them back. But we didn't manage it. It was a complete goal fest, 4-4. Defensively, we were shocking. Offensively, we were very good, and I think that's the case for both sides. So, yeah, a 4-4 draw meant that we didn't pick up the points on Sligo that I was hoping for, and it really made me worried about the next few games coming up because we had some big opponents in the next match against Cork City, who are currently sitting about 11 points clear at the top of the division and running away with the title, and we absolutely hammered them. Have no idea how, other than to say Mohamed Sangaré played the game of his life in central midfield for us. Our creative central midfielder absolutely ran the game, got a hat-trick and looked amazing doing it, and we pulled off a brilliant win over Cork City. We then went into the Senior Challenge Cup first round against Bluebell United, a much lower divisional rival, and we comfortably beat them 4-0 playing our second string 11, which was good to rotate the side and get people some match fitness and keep everybody playing games. So you can see that the last couple of games have been very odd, really. We should have won against Sligo and didn't. We didn't really stand a chance against Cork City and ultimately beat them. And then we comfortably beat Bluebell in the cup competition. So that leads us towards today's game against Shelbourne. If we go and have a look at the league table, you can see that they're currently sitting in 8th. And we need to start winning matches now, if at all possible, to try and reel people back in again and really give a real good attempt at trying to stay in this division. If you've been with me all the way through, the first 12, 13 games of this particular season in the league, we lost. We were really out of our depth and really struggling for the good first half of this season. But since the turn of May, we now sit in August, but since the turn of May, we've really turned the corner a bit and started to pick up a few wins here and there, a couple of draws, and just begin to look as though we might not finish bottom of the division. I don't think we'll get out of this problem and stay in the division. I think that Shelbourne, unless we beat them today, are too far away from us. But we might just manage to finish in 9th, which I think would be quite some achievement considering where we started this season from. So today's Shelbourne, as I say, we sit on the same amount of games as them, but they are, 8 points clear ahead of us. So we need to reel them in today by winning this particular match. In terms of the team for today, what issues have we got? Well, we've got Marco, who's ineligible because Shelbourne are his parent club, who we've got him on loan from, so he can't play. O'Driscoll, who's usually our right-sided backup in midfield on the bench, he's picked up a knock and will be out for the next couple of weeks, so he's not able to take his place on the bench. Similarly with Fleming, he's out for a couple of weeks also, so he's not on the bench today. So we've had to change a little bit around, but it hasn't affected our first team 11 too much. You can see that only Marku has lost his place from it, really. So today's team for this particular match against Shelbourne is going to be Horgan in goal, Dooney at right back, Kane at left back, O'Riordan and Best in central defence, Hurley and Sangaré in central midfield, Turner on the right, Hanratty on the left with Dolan and Curran up top, with a bench of McSweeney, Lyons, Buckley, Spalek, Power, Dunn and Murphy. So let's get into this crunch game and see if we can take some points off Shelbourne City. Let's see what happens. So another variant on what formation we face today. There's lots of them in the Irish Premier Division. Today is a real proper 4-3-3. 3 central midfielders, 3 attacking, striking players, which is quite an interesting challenge for our back 4 to deal with. So we're going to have to be quite on our game a little bit today, I think, and with Marku missing from central defence, maybe that's going to be tricky, but we shall have to wait and see. In terms of team talk, I think it's worth us using Barry O'Sullivan, our assistant manager's thoughts that tell the team that they're expected to pick up where they left off. A couple of really good games in the last 2 games to get good wins, so we will hand over to him and just let him do that. Didn't really get a great response, did it really? I hoped for some motivation from some of the players because of that, but didn't quite come. But let's go into kickoff. Shelbourne at home. So we're away from home in our claret and blue. Shelbourne in the red. And let's see where the first highlight or two take us in this opening 45 minutes. First highlight goes to Shelbourne with a free kick. The free kick goes to far post and we get it partially cleared, but then Kane properly gets it cleared down the left-hand side. Curran looking to run onto it, but can't quite make it. And Shelbourne pick it back up in their defensive area and come back at us on the counter-attack. Goes back to the goalkeeper, though. They are really keeping possession and really taking their time over what they do with it. And then they make a mistake and it goes to Dooney on our right side defender spot, and he goes over the top to Dolan, who tries to nod it on for Curran, but it doesn't quite work out. But Hanratty picks up the loose ball, gets a second chance at it, uses Kane out wide left, back to Hanratty, good opportunity for a cross comes in, and it's Dolan on that far post had a perfectly good header opportunity and puts it narrowly wide, and we missed the chance to go one up. Shelbourne down the right hand side for a throw in, cross comes in, and the first opportunity to clear it from the defender was missed, and the second opportunity from a striker for Shelbourne wasn't missed at all, and he had an easy chance with nobody challenging him at all and puts the ball in the back of the net for 1-0. Cross comes in, you can see at that point we should have cleared it. And then we unfortunately find Shelbourne striker straight in the middle of the 6-yard box, and he's onside, which means that the goal is going to count. And look at that, sitting right on top of the 6-yard box, had an easy tap in. Unfortunate that, but that's what's been happening to us occasionally when things go against us. They really do, it feels like. Here's an opportunity for us, though, to come back into the game. Turner with the free kick. And it's... what's happened there? I think it might have been an own goal, wasn't it? I'm not sure. No goal. What happened? Flag. Offside. Hanratty was offside. Let's have a look at this. I thought it was an own goal, but it wasn't. But apparently there's an offside in there somewhere. Ball comes back out again, and it's Dolan who puts the ball in the back of the net, but it was disallowed for marginal offside. The ball comes back in again. Dolan with some space outside right to Turner. Turner with a brilliant strike from that right-hand side of the penalty area. Took everyone by surprise. I think everybody expected him to put the ball back in terms of crossing the ball for one of our striking options, but he didn't. He went straight for the goal himself. So the ball comes in only partially cleared. Dolan picks up the ball out wide to Turner and takes an early shot and surprises everybody. And now we're back in the game at 1-1, which is really great after about 28 minutes in the first half. So encouraging signs. Opportunity for Shelbourne to again stamp their authority on the game straight away, though, down the right hand side. They take their time and come centrally with the ball. Keep the ball very nicely, don't they? Pass it around nicely. We're chasing shadows a little bit at the moment. Can we get a foot in somehow? Holding our shape, though, defensively, which is positive. And there's the gap, but well read there. And the ball goes to Dolan, but he makes an error. And Shelbourne come away with the ball again. So we had another decent opportunity, and a slight missed pass from Dolan causes a problem, but we win the ball back again. Sangair, one ball over the top for Dolan, and the goalkeeper puts it over the top. Very nice goalkeeping. Came out from his line, closed down the angle, and put the ball over the top for a corner kick. Turner with the corner kick goes to the far post. Header comes in, but it's not really anything for anyone to write home about, and it goes out. And I think we had another corner potentially, but yeah, nothing came of it. And it looks like we might be going into half-time at 1-1 unless something changes here. But that's not too bad. We'll see just what happens in this last opportunity. Great tackle by O'Riordan. Comes away with the ball. Here's the man at the moment, Sangair. Another goal from Sangair. The 3 recently against Cork. He had 1 before that, a couple of games before that in another game. And he's really on fire at the moment, Sangair. He's dragging us to wins. And it's O'Riordan who has a really good challenge in the defensive area. Comes into the midfield with the ball. Moves it on to Sangair, who runs through the central defence of Shelbourne and calmly puts it down that left-hand side as he looked at it. And we go in 2-1 up, which is just so much better than I thought it would be at one point in this first half. And we go 2-1 up, so we can go along again with Barry O'Sullivan. Tell the boys they've done well and their efforts were excellent. We'll let him do that. There's the sort of response I want. Lots of people happy and delighted over it and ready to go in for the second half and see whether we can get another positive half of football played. Shelbourne come down the right-hand side, though. Good opportunity for getting a cross in, but it's well blocked but we didn't quite get the ball on that first occasion when it went past Hanratty, but he won the ball again with a good challenge and runs nicely with the ball, pokes it through to Curran, and a bit of luck on the defensive deflection, and eventually it goes off for a corner kick from the goalkeeper. So it's Turner with the corner kick down this near side, puts it to the far side, half cleared, and then eventually fully cleared by Shelbourne, and it's gone down this right hand side, but we get a foot in and the highlight goes at that point. And yeah, another good opportunity on that corner kick for us, but we didn't quite manage to work our magic, and we still remain at 2-1 with 58 minutes gone. Shelbourne with another good opportunity, but Horgan comes out and claims the ball very nicely, makes sure that everybody's in no doubt that he's in command of his area. And here's the man of the moment again, Sanguer, running straight through the heart of the defence for Shelbourne, and another lovely goal. When you've got a player on form, you've just got to play him, haven't you, really? Because that shows that he's just got that touch at the moment. He's got the confidence up. He picks up the loose ball here, and his only thought is, I can run through these gaps, find myself in the box and find a way to put the ball in the back of the net. And left-footed, he does that very nicely. And Mohamed Sanguer is the star of our show, definitely at the moment, and is dragging us along with him. 3-1 up after 63 minutes. We'll be looking to make a couple of substitutions in a minute just to keep some fresh legs on there. Hanratty picks up the loose ball, nearly loses it, but luckily comes back away with it. Kane picks it up from him, gets an opportunity for a cross in, but it didn't quite make his man. And Hanratty loses out to the Shelbourne defenders, and they've counter-attacked on us very, very quickly, and English with the ball in the back of the net, and you blink and it's done. From one end to the other very quickly. We made a mistake, Hanratty lost the ball, and they countered very, very quickly, and it's that little flick on there that gives English the opportunity to get the ball out of his feet and takes an early shot again and surprises the goalkeeper, and Horgan doesn't really move. And they've cut it back to 3-2. So let's go and see who's playing well and who's not in terms of this particular match. See what changes we can make. We've got Dolan who's nervous. I don't like that, so he might be coming off. We've got a yellow card to Best, although we've already lost Marku from our central defence, so I'm not sure I really want to lose Best as well. We've got O'Riordan who's struggling with match fitness, and we've got Dooney who's on a 6.4. So which out of those would you change, really? I think we're going to change Dooney and put Lyons down that right-hand side. Actually, we're going to switch Kane to that right-hand side and put Lyons down the left. I think Kane is just a better option for that. I don't really want to make a second change in the defensive area, although O'Riordan is struggling a little bit. I think we'll leave that, though. We will take Dolan off up top, and we're going to put Murphy on. He's been complaining recently he hasn't been getting games, so we'll give him another opportunity today, see if he can get a chance to score. And then we've got one more to make. And I think we're going to make that change in midfield, and we're going to bring Buckley on for Hurley and just put some fresh legs in the centre of midfield, and those are the changes that I'm going to make. There were a couple of different options there, but we'll see if we've made the right one in a minute as the final 20 minutes of the game tick through. Opportunity for Shelbourne to counter-attack, and they've gone centrally to do it, and look at that wide open space. Oh dear. And that was a huge problem, wasn't it? Look at this huge open central defensive area. Not quite sure what happened there. We'll have to watch carefully. But there's just a huge space. And he runs off his man, and he gets the ball early, and again on the top of the penalty area, rather than waiting and approaching the goalkeeper, just takes it early and uses that space to get the ball in the back of the net. And it's another goal fest, a bit like we had the 4-4 recently. It's now 3-3 in this match, and that's really disappointing. I think for the last 5 minutes, I'm just going to pause it for a second. For the last 5 minutes, I'm going to see if we can actually go full bore at them and see if we can get anything from the last couple of minutes of the game, because the game is there to win, and we might have just won it off that corner kick. I'm going to pause the game again and take that back off to balance, I think. Curran with the header on that far post from the corner from Turner. Turner is our free kick and corner expert, and on this occasion finds a really good ball, and Curran battles two markers and gets the header on the ball first and wins the header, and we go 4-3 in the dying seconds. Can we hold on to this and get a really good win when it looked like maybe Shelbourne had come back in the game and denied us? 4-2, one more opportunity. Murphy with the through ball, and he doesn't quite get it out of his feet enough to challenge the goalkeeper, and McCabe comes away with the ball, sends it long, and can we keep them out? English runs at the defence again, this time takes another early shot, but it was straight at Horgan, and his handling was good, and the time is ticking. It's our goal kick. Horgan with the long goal kick. We lose out in central midfield. Can we maintain this last minute ditch attempt at clearing the ball? I don't know what I was going to say then. My words got a bit confused. But anyhow, we just about managed to hold on. It feels like we've got 10 seconds left before the final whistle. Take your time, Horgan. He goes long again. We lose out in their defensive area. They go long in response to us. But Hanratty picks up the loose ball. Can we just kill the game and take the time out of the game? It looks like we have. It's gone to a throw-in for us down this left-hand side. So we take our time with it. Lyons on the throw-in, taking his time. That's what we need. Just keep that clock ticking. And hopefully we can let it go just at the final whistle. There, the ball in, and there's the final whistle. Very nice, Lions. Well done for running that clock down. And we just about managed to squeeze out a victory. It looked really, really good at one point, and then they came back at us, didn't they? But we just managed to get that last-ditch effort off that corner kick. And I'm happy to say that people have written us off today. You've proved them all wrong. Well done, a great result. That's a good result for us to get, and that will help us in league terms. And for the first time, I think, all season long, we are not bottom of the Irish Premier Division, and Sligo Rovers have dropped beneath us, and we're now only 5 points behind Shelbourne, which is, it's doable. It is doable, of course it is. What we've got another 9 games to go. There's some really tricky games to come. But if we could just keep up some form a little bit, a few draws and a few wins here and there, maybe it is doable that we could survive this season after all. And if we did that, I'm not sure we'll have achieved anything greater than that in my managerial sort of history of playing Football Manager almost. Because after that first 12-13 game losing streak, we were so far behind. Anyway, it's all Sangaré, isn't it, really? He's the man of the moment, puts in a classy performance, and that lifts us off that bottom spot. And Sangaré is definitely the star of our show. You can see that we're still struggling a little bit financially. You can see that we're still in the relegation zone, although we're battling for it. We've got another cup game coming up soon against Bohemians, and they sit in 7th. So that's doable. We could potentially win that, but I'll probably be playing my second 11 again, just because you need to keep all of our top guys ready for all of these proper Premier Division games against Derry, City, Waterford, St Patrick's Athletic and Bohemians. There's some tricky games to come. So let's go and look at the schedule and just check in with where we'll come back. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to play probably 3 more episodes in this season, just to see whether we can get anything out of these last games in the Irish Premier Division. So what we're going to come back for is we're going to come back and play Waterford, and then we'll probably play Dundalk, and then we'll probably play Shelbourne to finish, something like that anyway. But yeah, I'll come back and play Waterford in the next episode and see if we can continue some good form and see if we could find a way to escape the relegation. It's a big ask, but, who knows? Miracles do happen, and football is indeed a funny old game. So, hope you'll join me for the next episode. Thanks for joining me for this one. If you're enjoying the series, why not subscribe to the channel? Keep up to date with the videos. If you like this particular episode, please click a like on it for me. It helps me get seen by other people, helps me with the YouTube algorithms, and getting my channel found by lots of other viewers, which is really important. So, please click that like, click that like, click that like. If you haven't got the message by now, click the like. Click the like. It's just so vital for the growth of my channel. Anyway, if you're having fun playing Football Manager yourself, let me know how your save is going in the comments below. But until next time, take care of yourselves. I will see you soon, and bye for now.